What's up, guys? Okay. So I wanted to catch you guys up a little bit on what I'm doing as far as like building training courses and education content. This is the EasyGenerator site that I told you guys about. I don't know what happened when I purchased a membership or whatever to this site or whatever, because I was using the trial version, and I had created like four different education content or whatever, but for some stupid reason when I bought a package, it erased all my ones that I had previously done, so I had to start over. So last night I got started on the MACD here, and it actually goes pretty quick. It can set your education, your training courses or whatever up in a PowerPoint like setting with a whole lot more features and stuff that you can do. So I went to I started to create here in the course introduction, and of course you can click on the open part and I can just write a description of what the introduction is. You can drag images, and of course those images would be shared or would be saved like in a folder or something on your desktop. Media, if you have any kind of video lessons that you want to add, and you can have an option where you can have text boxes on either side to explain what it is. Document, and I haven't played with this one yet, but this is like an interactive like a GIF or something. I hadn't played with that one yet. So I can go back to course, and then I can have my section here. So my section for this course is, of course, the MACD, and then I input my learning objective, and then I can go right here to this tab right here that says content, and I can slide it down in here, and I get these. So each of these tabs is a different content tab that I can build and write my text in, my pictures, videos, or whatnot. And you got some of these other options too, but these are more like, well, obviously like test type courses setting up, so like for schooling, like math or whatever. So I've been really just using this content slide right here, and then I can just input whatever information I wanted. So let's go into, for example, the intro to MACD here. So all I did was I just dropped this over here, and I can drop this wherever I want. So if I forget something, I can just drop it in between and then go back and add it in. So if I just dropped it into the bottom there, then it basically gives you just one of these. So you can add your title in. Let me go ahead and just delete that since I got these already. So you add your title in, and you can come in here and hit open. Okay, and you can hit this plus sign for add content, and it'll drop down like this block here, and then it'll pop open some different options here. So I can have a one column text. Let me delete that. Or I can separate it into two columns, three columns, a lot of different options there. Or I have images, and again what I've done here, so this you can see the outline of this first box here. This is the image on the right, so I just drop that in there. So let's just practice right there. So we drop that in there, and it kind of gives you like a default image here that and it shows the outline boundaries of that box. So then I can just click in here and choose an image, upload from PC, and I can put whatever image that I have saved. So I made a file or folder here for EasyGenerator, and I started doing some screenshots of some charts to explain what I want to show, and I kind of went to Google to kind of snap some different save some different pictures to put in here for graphic purposes or whatever. So you can change that image there, and then you can crop it to resize it. So I can zoom in, and I can move the image around or whatever, and then hit OK, and it saves it. And then you add your text and your little title right there or whatever. Same for media. Hadn't done this yet, but I have an idea or a plan of where I want to put it. But same thing, well, let's put one with a video here. Okay, so I can come in here again and change video, upload from PC, and let's actually, just for shits and giggles, okay, so this is one of like the logo thingies that I was, back when I was making like intros and stuff for our group and whatnot. So you can drop your video in there, and then you can just add like a little caption or whatever. So within the training course that you're creating or whatever, and they slide down and they come to like a preview video. Can it play? And actually does play in real time there. That's pretty neat. Okay, so one thing that I'm looking at doing and I want to do with that is, as I'm explaining this in text format, so like this chart right here, this little chart where I'm pointing out the 12 and the 26 exponential moving average, if I wanted to write in text and explain what I'm trying to show, and then I can drop in like a little 15-20 second clip or whatever and put in a video to explain or show in real time what I'm trying to portray within the text. And I don't have to have wording. I don't have to have a voice in that video. It could just be the video itself and silent. So let's delete that. Same with that, and of course single audio. So if you have recorded, if you have all of this, whatever you're writing, and you go back and record a voiceover and just explain in voice format what this says, you can save that and then add that in there, and then it'll play, and basically just they can follow along with the voices with the text. So a lot of different, a lot of really neat little things that you can do with this program here. Okay, so that's intro to MACD, and then so then the next subcategory would be the structure of the MACD. So I introduced it. Now I want to talk about the structure, and I went into, just go and click open, and you can see your course structures up here on the left. So then I just drop in pictures and text, and here was that side by side. Let me go in right here. Okay, so like this here, if I went to images, this was the two images here. So I wanted to show, highlight what each of these two different lines mean here on the MACD, for example, and then a quick explanation of what it is. And then same thing I can do with the histogram underneath it. This was an image on the left. And then this was the one image here where I wanted to show and talk about how to kind of read that histogram in its relationship to the price action. And then I just explained it there. Okay, and then the MACD trend, same thing. It's the next subsection. And then, just basically the same stuff. So, and then applications was the next category under that. So now I can get into some like strategies, how to apply. There we go. Here's my drop down. So how I can actually, so I'm explaining what the MACD is and the structure of the MACD and all of that stuff up here. Now my next subcategory or my next chapter under the MACD or whatever is how to apply it within trading. So if I open that and just found a picture on the internet to use there, and then a description, and then now I'm actually trying to show and explain how to apply strategies using the MACD, or how you can read the MACD within price action. So I can now go to my next one. So this was applying MACD for swing trading, and then using MACD for scalping. And then I kind of talk about how in a bigger picture trend of the MACD that shows a higher time frame bullish trend, how we can use it also on lower time frames for entries and exits, and then rebuying and reloading the dips for those higher time frame trends to scalp low time frames within a bigger picture trend. And then again, applications, I haven't made it down to this far yet. But again, I can get rid of all this crap, and I can put in some kind of video or something on that. So a lot of different options that you can do, and I can delete all these out. I really don't need all that. And again, you can see this was already like a pre-made course setup, I guess. So it's got quizzes down here where you can add in like your single choice, multiple choice, or whatever. If you did something within, let's say like we're doing the psychology of trading, and you discuss, different scenarios within psychology trading, and towards the end of your course, you want to kind of put in a quiz, and they can kind of get graded on that. This website, this course, can actually can do that. So you can drop in some single choice images or true and false statements or multiple choice questions or whatever, so they can kind of test themselves, I guess, as far as learning and understanding the material. You can kind of create like a little quiz or a little test within it, so they can see how well they're actually learning and picking up the material. Okay, so that's the intro. This is applications, and then down here for focus practice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put, just kind of copy in some video recordings of using the MACD and showing it in real time using the replay button on TradeView. So for example, if I went in here and let's just start it back here. So now I can come in and I can talk about using the MACD and how to identify it over price action in real time. So I can, just plot in there, and I can slow the video down, of course, but I can show its trend and how to signal the buys and some overextensions on the MACD and how we're looking at the divergence right there, and we can pick up on the dip right there, or just something that's going a little too fast, but you get the idea. So that's what I'm doing with this, and it's a pretty neat little course. Okay, so this is the Create tab. Now if I went here to Design, I got themes here. So it's like a colored background, so to speak. And then you have branding where you can input your logo. So I got the Elevate logo there. And of course, this is my title and my description from the Create tab. So I can also go in here to themes, and I just made this theme. Oops. So I just selected like a color, so to speak. This is actually supposed to be gray. It's a kind of a gray background. And then I just dropped in a picture behind it and kind of make it look a little bit, professional, a little clean or whatever. And you can see over here the different courses that I created. So now this is where everything that you did create, you can kind of start to see it in that PowerPoint slide-like format. Okay, so I can start the section, and then here we are. So this was the course that I created. Oops, I was supposed to delete that. That's not supposed to be in there. And then next, and then it takes them to the next slide. And I can go back after doing this now. It's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just have this as one slide, and then all of this could be on the next slide when they hit next here. So this would be on the next slide, and this would have its own slide instead of all of this content being on the same slide. Easy fix. I can just go back to the Create button. I can go under, I can go under my MACD, and I can just drop in that other content tab, and then I can go in. Oops, wrong one. And then I can go in and I can copy this, just highlight this and copy the text, and then drop it in that new tab. And then delete it out of that one, of course. Okay, so then now we're back there. So now slide format, and you can see, and you can kind of follow along, and you can also click on it so it can kind of hyper jump you to a section that may not that somebody wants to learn about. So again, now you can see why and where you may want to or you can break this up. So like the structure of MACD, well, I can break this up now into the next slide talking about the MACD line, and then the next tab under, or the next line under it, I can have the signal line, and then the next one under it have histogram. So then I can create like these little chapter-like quick reference tabs that'll automatically shoot me to the section that somebody may want to learn about, in case they want to go back and like, I don't remember what the MACD line was. I don't know. I forgot what it shows or what it says or whatever. Okay, so then the next section, and then again, applications, you can add in a lot of different things here. So I can start the section, and my discussion tabs, and then, okay, well, this is, I don't like swing trading, so I'm going to go and figure out how I can use the MACD for scalping. So then I can just hyper jump or jump directly to that particular section. Okay, pretty simple. Configure, I haven't really gotten that far yet, but I think all of these are just pretty standard. And then of course you can publish it, and then we can publish this inside of a website, a private link, or I don't know what LMS is, whatever. But let's see what preview is here. Okay, so preview, when you click on the preview button, this is what it's going to look like when members open up this particular course. So we have here, this is for the desktop version, and you got two different iPad type versions, and how it will look, well, not two different iPads, just the orientation of an iPad or whatever, or a tablet, and then the orientation of how it would look on a cell phone. So again, let's just take desktop version. This is our MACD. And then we can go in here, and then of course, just as we showed a minute ago. And voila. Okay, so close that out. So that's this program. It's pretty clean. It's very neat. It's very professional looking. You can do a lot with it. You can add in different pictures. Wherever you want, you can add in any of these like multiple choice type things, or even a scenario. So let's just drop this in for right here. Let's see what a scenario is. Add a branch or scenario for your learners. I don't know. Maybe we can figure out what that means, or how that can work. So let me delete that out. Hotspot. I have no idea what a hotspot is. Hotspot designer. Single response or multiple response. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. And then news section. So I can create a whole new section. So now, once I'm done with the MACD, if I want to come in here and I want to create a whole training course on price action, so then again, when I go to preview, oops. Okay, I may have to figure out that one there. But that dropping in that section just could be a different TA training course setup, kind of like I did with the MACD. And then the content could be the tabs underneath it. So if we were to work on, say if all three of us were to work on this together, I can share you guys, because here we have a co-authors option here that I can add you guys in and give you guys access to this website, and then you can just create your own section. Oops, new section. And again, say Satoshi, you want to do almost spelled elevate instead of Elliot. Elliott waves. Okay, learning objective. Learning the basics of Elliott wave theory. Okay, and then you want to come in and you want to create some content. Okay, and then let's say you want to open that up, and then you want to give description there. Then okay, so you add like an introduction paragraph or something, and now you want to start coming in and dropping some images. So you can drop your image there, and it can have like a an A wave or something, and then you can just title that A wave, and then rabble rabble blue blah bling bang or something. Just you could just start describing an A wave impulse, and then you can do, and then to kind of keep this in a nice flowing motion, you can come in and do your B corrective wave or something, and then bam, you got that done. Drop in like a little screenshot of a chart or whatever. Bam, drop in the next, hit the next add content. Then you can come in and do like, subwave of the A, subwave of the B, or just, any kind of picture or what have you, if you will. So something to that extent, nature or whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of upset that my other courses that I had created got chopped up and disappeared. So I'm having to start over. So creating this MACD section really only kind of took me like 3 or 4 hours last night, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time. This site really kind of organizes it and makes it easy to use. The most time consuming part, I guess, would be if you have creating the videos or whatever, if you're doing like a video walkthrough. But as far as the text and dropping pictures, well, it's as simple as going to Google, finding a picture that you want, or creating some kind of logo or theme that you want, and then just dropping it into the site here. So you guys check this out. Let me know what you think. And if you guys are building courses or whatever on a different platform, different format, and you kind of want to transfer them over here, that's no biggie. I can give you guys co-authors, so all of our education can be in one spot, and they can just be in the chapter like format. Like so the MACD, and then we can have a whole nother page like this, and it could be the Elliott waves. You can have a different background and your different topics discussing Elliott waves. So this could be your Elliott wave. This could be applying Neo wave or something, and then you can have some live trading video examples or something of walking through those different things there or something. So yeah, check this out. Let me know what you guys think, and then we'll go from there.